Hello and welcome to Road Adventure Photos. Today I'm in the office and I'm going to do a slideshow of old photos of Allen County, Ohio. Allen County was part of my Ohio County photo project where I tried to photograph all 88 counties of Ohio. So, first off, I'd like to talk about the camera I used since there's a little bit of history. It was a Minolta Z10 and it was actually pretty good quality, and photos from it could still work today. It just wore out. The electronics in it started shorting out and destroying batteries. But it took great pictures, and it was my first super zoom per se. I think it had a 10 times zoom on it, but it served me well. And today I use super zoom still. I don't like to talk about brands and cameras too much, but it's a useful tool to have a zoom like that that's the equivalent of many lenses all in one. So it was my start into that type of photography. Many people would not agree that bridge cameras with super zooms are good, but I enjoy them. So the first photo we have is a fire truck bar. It was an old fire station converted into a bar, and that is the old fire truck here. And there is the entire bar. This is in Lima, Ohio, the county seat of Allen County. That's just another side view of the truck. This would have been from about the year 2000, early 2000s. And that is the Allen County Courthouse. Since this time, I've tried to get better pictures of courthouses, but trial and error, I improved later. This is an oil refinery. Lima is a big oil producing city, and that was just one small section of the refinery. They also produce the M1 Abrams tank, and multiple other industries are there. But it's a deep history that Ohio used to be a high oil producing state. They still do produce more than what the average person would expect. This restaurant, I love the sign, the antique sign for the court restaurant really lit up a otherwise kind of dismal downtown. I hope that's changed too in the past 20 years, but I would assume that this little building here was saved. It's just such a neat little diner. I didn't eat in it. It wasn't open the day I was there. So I don't know if the food's any good. And we ended with a trip to the airport where we observed some nice planes that were in the hangar. And I think aviation is pretty big in this area because the private planes were pretty numerous at the airport, and so were the corporate jets. This one, when I looked it up, belonged to Raytheon Company, Raytheon. And it probably had something to do with the M1 Abrams factory. They were probably involved with some of the things going on with it. And one more interesting fact about Allen County is Dave Thomas. Now, this is from what I understand. Dave Thomas used the Kewpie burger as his inspiration for Wendy's. And if you ever have a Kewpie burger, you'll understand. It's a lot like a Wendy's hamburger. So he just kind of changed up the doll with a photo or a artist image of his daughter and came up with the idea for Wendy's. So I hope you enjoyed this short talk about Allen County and some of these old photos. And I hope you return for more road adventure photos. Goodbye.